Yes, back for another day of the challenge. As you can see, my setup is a little different. I did go ahead and rearrange everything today. I've been up since about 4:20 this morning. Yes, rearranged my entire living room slash office. And I decided to talk about something that I adopted in, I think, 2023. And that is the productivity of peace. Because this morning I woke up and something, it's going to be probably another little tagline of mine is you can make excuses or you can make impact. And that's when I got busy moving this furniture so that I could be comfortable, take care of my back like I'm supposed to, get rid of that chair that wasn't working, and be able to record, work on my contracted work, have my meetings with my clients, and be comfortable. So here we are. So, productivity of peace. What is productivity of peace, Miss Nelson, you ask? Productivity of peace is when you do things with the intent of knowing your capacity. Yes. And I know that sounds like really simple, like, oh, okay, you put on your plate, don't put on your plate. But no, it's be a little bit more than just what you put on your plate. The productivity of peace is three different things that I want to highlight. One is your intent. Why are you doing the thing that you are doing? Not just to be productive or check a box, but what is your intent? Your productivity is, are you doing the thing for this person because you want to be liked, or because of the obligation of their title, or because it's just something you really want to do and support? So when you check your motives, you don't end up with resentment once you do the thing. And you can check your intent even in the moment. If you're face to face right there and they asking you and pressuring you, you know if you said your yes and or your no out of I want them to like me, so I'm gonna say no, I'm not gonna be a part of that because so and so is not gonna be a part of it, or yes, I'll do it because I don't want you to be mad at me. Or out of obligation, well, it's my mother, well, it's my sister, it's my best friend, I gotta show up for my people. But you have to make sure you put your mask on first. We talked about that in some other episodes I have. Put your mask on first. You have to put your mask on first. Are you taking care of you first before you meet these obligations based on someone's title? So if you are not, this even includes your boss. Yes, they pay you. Yes, you have a responsibility at your job. But oftentimes we let that title cloud the, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess the obligation to ourselves, the commitment to ourselves. Self care is more than a bubble bath. You still have to take care of you, even in the moment, even when it's your job, even when it's your family, even when it's your best friend, even when it's your spouse, even when it's your kids. You still have to make sure you are taking care of you. And the productivity of peace is when you think about, is it costing me my peace to do this thing? Am I putting this on my plate because I asked to eat? Or am I putting this on my plate because I don't want nobody to be mad, so I'm going to just pile on until I can't pile on no more? So you have to think about your capacity before you say your yes or your no, to depending on the situation. The other thing part of productivity of peace is control. Are you controlling and you think nobody else can do it but you? So you have to do everything so you don't delegate? Well, that is a trauma response. And you need to get that checked. You need to talk to somebody, maybe me, to know that when you are trying to control everything, it's really saying safety, safety, I need safety. This will help me be safe if I know everything is just the way I need it. It's not really about the project getting done exactly how you need the project to be done, because somebody else has the skills you have and or better, and somebody else could do it. Whether it's one of your employees, whether it's a contracted person, whether it's your kid, whether it's your spouse, they could do the laundry. They could cook the dinner. It might not be how you do it, but done is what we're trying to accomplish. Not the way it's done. Now, if you know they just aren't capable, that's different. But if they have the skills, knowledge, and ability to take on that task, and you could be either using your time somewhere else and or resting, you should allow them to do so. So remember, intent and control. The third thing is you like boundaries, which is also another trauma response, because you just letting people run over you and do whatever you want, and you doing whatever you want. Cause you like, I don't really, well, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Boundaries keep you safe. And I don't mean boundaries keep you safe like from a predator, because they do. But I'm talking about they keep you safe. They don't punish the other person, but they keep you safe. I have set a standard. My time is valuable. I need to know that I do not have to go past this line to get certain things done. So, guess what? We keep our boundaries in check. So, what does that look like? Productivity of peace looks like you value your yes. That goes back to boundaries and technically intent. You value your yes. Your yes is priceless because you can't get back time. So when you commit to something, you want to make sure that it is something that you want to be spending that time on. Because you could say yes in the moment because, oh, we right here feeling a little under pressure, still intent. You don't want to be liked, you don't want them to be upset, or you don't have boundaries. That's the two. So you say yes. And you think, well, I got the 20 minutes, but then the 20 minutes might turn into 30. 30 might turn to 40. Now your schedule is pushed back. Now your time is off. When really, intentionally, you wanted to say no in the first place, but you just didn't because you lacked the boundaries and or you felt like you wanted to be liked or you were doing it out of obligation. But now what's there is not only that either your schedule is thrown off, but now you start to build resentment the next time they ask you to do something or the time after that because you're thinking about that time when you should have said no, but you said yes. So resentment creeps in, and now you on a whole nother road. The other thing for productivity of peace is you manage your time well. Plays right into it. If you see your schedule, that white space sometimes is for you, not for you to feel another thing in and then wonder why at the end of the week you feel depleted and you don't even rest on the weekend because you're trying to catch up from all the stuff you said yes to all week that you should have said no to. Another part of productivity of peace is that your motives are clear. You know you are saying said yes because you just want to support this person or you really care about them or you love them, not out of obligation, not out of trying to be liked, and not for a lack of boundaries. I'm succumbing to show up at my niece's play because I love her and I have the time and I feel like I have the mental and physical bandwidth to do so. Not because, oh, let me go to this because I know they're going to be having something to say. Let me go to this because I didn't go to the last three. Let me go. Because now you're doing things out of obligation or out of not wanting to upset somebody. That's not a good intention. That's not a good motive. And or it may be some underlying things there that you haven't had a courageous conversation about that would not make you feel that way. But that's a whole nother video. We're just talking about the productivity of peace today. So another thing is that you delegate when and where possible. This goes back to the control. There is somebody who is capable. If it's a laundry service that comes and picks up the laundry, so You can get that blog post or YouTube video or work project complete so that you're not stressing about, oh, let me go run down here and do this low. Okay, now I got to come back, refocus on what I was doing. Okay, now let me go put it in the dryer, refocus back on what I'm doing. Laundry, put it at the door. They pick it up, they deal with it, they bring it back. Once you're done doing what you're doing, you put it away. Yes, it may cost you dollars, but your time and your energy are intact, and you just paid for your time. You see how that works? Okay. The other one is you have shared and stuck to your boundaries no matter the pushback. I'll say it again. You have shared and stuck to your boundaries no matter the pushback. So if you tell somebody that you only have 1 hour to help them with whatever the thing is, and it starts to go over the 1 hour and you know it's not done, you have to say, okay, I really wish I could stay and help you some more, but my 1 hour is up and I really got to get back to X, Y, and Z. My work over there is a priority right now. Oh, we only got a little bit more to go. No, you only have a little bit more to go because I told you I only had 1 hour and you accepted whatever boundary I set because I manage my time wisely and I make my boundaries clear. Because I am a priority too. I love you. I love me too. So the productivity of peace, this is how you evaluate the stock in your peace. And this is how you grow it because you value it. And then you start to teach other people how to value it. So they start to value your time as much as they value your opinion and or your presence. But if you don't make this clear, and moving at the productivity of peace is another boundary. I'm not sacrificing my peace for you. I love you. You are great. And or you're my boss. You're my peer. You're my coworker. And you are great. However, my projects are a lot more weighing on me than me adding your project to my projects, and now I have more weight on me than I can bear. So I'm going home every night stressed out, taking out on my family. That's not moving at the productivity of peace. So if you moving at the productivity of peace, you know your intention. You know that you can release control, and you do not struggle with boundaries. And how you move productivity of peace is you value your yes, manage your time well, your motives are clear, you delegate when and where possible, and you share and stick to your boundaries no matter the pushback. So that's my video for today, and I hope that you found value in it. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share with a friend. Thank you. See you tomorrow.